Welcome back. I'm having a bad hair day and I woke up with my bangs just not doing what they should be doing. It just happens every so often, so I figured I would just do a little old school slicked back, exposing the forehead type look. And I'm kind of insecure about my forehead and I don't really know why. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with anyone's forehead, but you know, just be kind to me because it's just not something I'm comfortable with. It's kind of a weird insecurity of mine, but I think it suits this like kind of look pretty well. It looks very like glossy and natural-esque. So if this is your first time to my channel, I am currently doing a project called Using All of My Makeup Project, in which I do not buy any new makeup in 2023 until I have used every single product in my collection, which entails if I use a mascara, I can't use that mascara again until I use all of my mascaras. If I use a concealer, I cannot use that concealer again until I use all of my concealers. You get what I'm saying. Cranking on through, and this is the most videos that I've made in like 1 week for a really long time, so your girl is tired. And yeah, I think that I'm going to be making some shorts for the rest of the week because I do have some like projects that I need to get done because I am applying to get a PhD. You can believe it. So I have to work on my proposal for my project. So hopefully I can get in. So I gotta prioritize that, okay? And I also have to go to my 9 to 5. So I'm gonna be making some shorts for the rest of the week, but there are gonna be more videos for this project to come. But stay tuned for those shorts where I just give you little sassy snippets, some opinions, some hot goss on my experience with certain products. That's the deal. Okay, so yeah, I'm really happy with this look and let's get into it. My face with the Embellish Late Cream Concentrate because the complexion product I'm going in with today is a little bit mattifying. So I want to make sure that I have like a nice moisturizing primed canvas. Make sure I get my 5 head here. Oh, I'm being super vulnerable having this thing exposed. And said product is the Erborian CC Red Correct. This is such a cool product. It's a little bit more than just like your regular schmegular green correct. I mean, it is, you know, very green, but the way it blends into the skin, it kind of adapts to your skin tone. And it has SPF in it, and it is very, not very mattifying, but it has like a mattifying quality. And as you'll see here, it'll totally tone down all of the redness in my little cheekies. And I find that this applies best with my hands. And it kind of has like a sunscreeny feel to it too. So it's very like, I would say it's cosmetically elegant, but it also has like this quality of skincare to it as well. See, look at that. I could leave the house just like that and it would be fine, you know? But I never do. Bones! Come in here! Next, I'm going to be taking the Glossier Stretch. Yes, the Stretch Concealer. I wear this in the shade G9, and this is going to add to the moisture aspect on top of this a little bit more matte leaning Erborian product. I love this concealer. It's not the best for like, you know, getting rid of like, you know, blemishes or a lot of redness or anything, but it does help like even out your skin tone a little bit, especially on like really easy, like natural looking, well, natural looks on days that you want to do natural looks. I think it's really lovely. And I remember when I was talking about trying to use this up, that I said I might not buy it again, but now the more I've been using it, I'm like, I might buy this again, because I just love it. Look at that. Like, it's just so easy, so effortless. My little baby hairs, oh my god. Take it down the neck just a little bit. I think this combination would be really good if you're trying to do like a glass skin look. Yeah, like if you got like a really like glossy highlighter and just a little bit of blush, like I think that would be like a really nice approach to like a glass skin, like maybe K-beauty leaning type of look. Because Erborian is a K-beauty brand, I think. I'll correct myself in the description box if it's not, but I'm pretty sure it's a K-beauty brand, but yeah. Like, it's very lovely. Not a K-beauty brand, and a brand I actually like talked a lot of smack about in my last video is Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nudegasm palette, and if you watched the last video, I did talk about like the quality of packaging, like being super inconsistent with certain luxury brands, and Charlotte Tilbury definitely falls into that category. The Nudegasm palette it's very nice. Like it has like this very luxe quality to it. Like it's like pretty solid, like you hear that, you know what I mean? Nothing's rattling, nothing's broken. The mirror, as you see, is very large, which, you know, I like. I'm gonna use this for like my blush, highlight, and contour because I never reach for this for some reason. Like I find it kind of, I don't want to say cumbersome, but it's just, I like to play around with different things and looks, and this is just kind of like a one and done, like easy, like one stop. So if you're looking for something like that, this is a good option. I think it's available, might not be, I don't know. I think a lot of the reason that I don't reach for this so much is that the blush isn't necessarily like my favorite tone. It is desaturated enough for me to like wear for like a peachy pink, but it's not too peachy pink, but it's super pigmented. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see it on my cheeks. And the highlight's super beautiful. These colors aren't going to suit every skin tone, and I just don't understand why she didn't come out with multiple palettes in this formula under the guise of Nudegasm. Like let's more inclusion, please. Like, for beautiful products. This is a beautiful baked gelée, yummy, yummy, yummy. And people with different skin tones other than me should be able to use it. I mean, right? I'm gonna start with the highlight here. And since it's a big gelée, I really like dig my brush in like a lot. And this highlight gives you like a beautiful glass effect for a powder. And if it came like on its own, it's a powder highlight that I would consider buying. Like, look at that. But don't buy this palette just for the highlighter. You know, like I just don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Gorgeous. Okay. And I'm just gonna run this like through the brow bone a little bit, down the nose, a little bit on the forehead here, a little bit on the chin. Highlight is done, and so who remembers this brush? Like, this is so old, but it's still one of my favorite brushes. Dual-ended Shade and Light brush back when it was Kat Von D instead of KVD. The brush was made to use the Shade and Light like contour palette that they had, but what I like to do with this palette here, what I like to do with this palette here is I just mix these two together. Like, I'm just gonna go around the perimeter of my face. And something I like to do with this particular like bronzy contour thing going on down here is I like to start like in the hairline and then just dab down the hollow of my cheek and then swipe the rest up onto my forehead. That way it's not like there's not like a blob of like product on the cheek here, because I do kind of have like a dewy base going on at this point. And then the rest down the neck. And this type of like shaped brush is like perfect to like really get in there. As you see the difference here. It's a very nice like bronzy contour thing, but I just wish that she had come out with like other colors, so like people who are not only deeper than me, but like lighter than me could use this, because I feel like these colors might not be suitable for someone who is like as pale as like, say, like Hannah Louise Poston or something like that. Like this would probably pull pretty muddy on someone that fair. But I'm lucky enough that it shade matches me like pretty well. But yeah, like I don't think having just two like contoury bronzers is like good enough. Like it's not good enough. I'm just gonna have to settle with my hair just like looking like I'm like under static. Like I don't understand what's happening. I'm having a bad hair day, hence why everything's clipped back. On to blush, I'm taking this very pretty blush in here. And this is super pigmented. So I'm just gonna take the blush end. I'm just gonna take the blush end of this brush and like dab it a couple of times, like bump, 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 and then take it onto the back of my hand just to lighten her up a little bit, and then drape. I could probably a little bit more. Ooh. You know, I always sound so unsure when I'm like about to try something that I normally don't go for, like color-wise, and then I put it on my face and I'm like, ooh, it's so pretty. And since my hair is back, I gotta really make sure that I'm like marrying all of these colors together so it looks a little more natural. So don't ever be afraid to take whatever's like remaining on your brush up onto the forehead with your blush, because your forehead gets pink too, you know, or whatever color you turn. I could almost even go for like more bronzer on my forehead, which I think I might do. A little on the nose. I don't really take this certain type of blush on the nose too much because it does run pretty like not shimmery, but it just has like a sheen to it, and I'm not really into my nose being super shiny. But I'm just gonna take like a soft swipe of this into my eye, because I think this will be a really pretty transition like base for underneath the eye look I'm about to do. Yeah, so that is the skin. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, so moving on to eyes, I'm gonna be taking the Roen Mood Forever palette, and I'm gonna be taking this pink here. I wish you could see it, like it's so shiny that I have to like tilt it down. This pink here, and then this, my beautiful like favorite eyeshadow, bounce, beautiful eyeshadow. This like warm pink leaning taupe, so wet looking and so beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna start with that pink. I'm just gonna really warm her up here so you get like a nice base. And I'm just going to take this onto the lid. And I don't worry about like making sure my edges on the lid shade are super perfect, because what I like to do with that taupey like glass-like one is just take it up into the brow bone, so it'll just kind of naturally blend itself, you know. But I try to keep the pink concentrated onto the lid, and I think this complements like the blush. I think this complements the blush like really well. Okay, and now taking my favorite shade, which it's so much softer because I use it so much more. And I'm going to take that just all over, and you can see just instantly like transforms. And then once I get past the crease, I tap so there's less product. And do the same on the other eye. It's so fast, it's so easy. Like, girl. I'm gonna take like with my pinky here a little bit more and kind of concentrate that like on the inner corner so it kind of stands out on its own a little bit, because it's such a lovely shade. Not that the pink isn't lovely, but you know. Ooh, like that is just Wet and juicy, baby. Okay. Okay, and next I'm taking this little mini of the CaliRay Hell or High Water tubing mascara. I had a really good experience with this the last time I used it. It's a little wet, but it does dry fairly quickly, but not to the point where you can't, you know, get a lot of volume out of it. And I'm always trying to get some volume. Like, I'm never here for like subtle natural lashes. Okay, like one coat comparatively, like, Okay, and eyelashes are done. I really like this product. It might be a mascara that I buy in the full size in the future, but I have a few to try, so. Next, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Iconic Nude, and I'm just doing like a light outline. I'm doing a very like simple lip look today, because I want my eyeballs to be kind of the star of the show for the look. So I'm just kind of filling this in just a tidbit. I'm going to go in with my Tower 28 lip jelly. I use this in the shade Chill, which is the clear shade. And I like to use this as a lip prep item as well, because it's not only a gloss, but it's like so surprisingly nourishing, and it lasts a really long time, but it also sinks in and hydrates the lips in a very beautiful way. So I like to put this on, like if I know I'm doing like a more like matte or satin type of like lip look that I need my lips to be hydrated, because my lips are just kind of chronically dry. And by the time I get to the point of my makeup where I need to do my lips, this is sunk in enough that it provides a lot of like conditioner for the lipstick application. And I don't like glob it on the way I did. I just do like a couple little taps and do it, but this time full force. Full force. I think I'm gonna do my brows. I didn't buy it much longer. Yeah, I'm gonna do my brows. Yeah, I'm gonna do my brows. So I haven't done my brows on camera in a while, and I just haven't been doing them in general just because I don't really feel like it sometimes. I'm taking the old trusty here, the NYX Brow Glue, and I just love the little spoolie. And I'm just gonna fluff these up a little bit. I'm not gonna do like a full laminated thing like I like to do, but I'm just gonna kind of stick them up just a little bit. Just to lift my eye, since I have a little more forehead space going on than I'm used to. But yeah, you can see like the slight difference here in like what it does to this overall space. I love this stuff. It's so cheap. But the product itself is not like a cheap performing product, and that's all that matters, you know? And I feel like something as like, you know, a possible everyday like product such as brows, don't be spending a lot of money. Like if you find a drugstore product that works for you when it comes, if you find a drugstore product that works for you, especially with something like the brows, like just stick to that. Like, I don't know where I was going with that, but you know, that's what I do. We'll put it a little bit more in the front here. My accident. I always say, oh, I'm not gonna do a laminating, but then I just start doing like more and more, and then all of a sudden they're like laminated to my face. Okay, so that is the look, and I'm really happy with it. It's very like clean and simple, pinky, you know. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff going on for the rest of the week, so this is probably gonna be my last one that I film like long form content wise. For like a few days, you're gonna be getting a few shorts after this, and then I'll be rocking and rolling next week with making more videos. Or who knows, I might be done. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think this is the last video though. Yeah. But yeah, that's the look. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I love you. Thank you. Okay, bye.